In today's video, we're going to talk about my 5 tips for the new iOS 14 beta version. So let's have a look at the 5 tips that I think are most useful in the new iOS 14. Let's get into it. How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I'm Simplicity. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and in today's video we are going to look at the iOS 14 beta version. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this, Apple has released a beta version for the iOS 14, mostly for their developers to check and see what bugs and what fixes it will need before it actually gets released in iPhone season when they release the new iPhone. Now, if you do have a developer's account, you are able to download the iOS 14 beta version, but they do recommend that because it is a beta version, not to download this onto your regular phone, because it probably is going to have bugs and it's just going to be a bit laggy and it could have issues that you don't really want to have on your main phone. So I've gone ahead and I've downloaded it on my iPhone 7 here, just to show you guys what iOS 14 looks like and the 5 best features that I have found are most useful in the new iOS 14 features. Before we do get into the video though, if you are new to the channel, we're all about building your brand, business, and impact online through social media marketing. If you are new to the channel, you want to start a business, start a side hustle, earn a little money on the side, then consider subscribing by clicking that big red button down below and make sure that you ring that bell so you get notified when I post new videos. And of course, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also guys, let me know in the comment section down below if you've heard of iOS 14, if you've managed to get it on your phone, and what you think of the new features that are available. Now, this video is a little bit different than what I've been doing lately, but I really am an Apple fan and I wanted to get in with the current trends of the iOS 14 and just kind of show you guys what's new with the iOS 14 and to share with you guys my 5 favorite features that the iOS 14 has that you might like as well. Let's have a look at what those are. The first feature that I want to talk about is the group chat messages that you can do through just your standard text. So if we go into messages here, you can see that I've got a group chat set up. Now, the really cool thing about this is you can go into your group chats. You can go here to info and you can actually change the group chat names. You can go here to change name and change the photo. So you can name it whatever you like. So we could be like here, Simplicity Family. Okay, and then you can also change the actual emoji here. So if you just go down here and click on a emoji, let's say you want it to be a donut, you can have the donut here, and then you can change the style. So you can change the style to any color that you like. We'll just go with, say, purple, for example. And it allows you to change the name and the emoji for that group chat. Now, the really cool thing with group messages is you're able to obviously message a bunch of people at the same time like you would in a normal group chat. But the really cool thing is you can actually tag people in the group chat. So for example, if I wanted to tag Jack, if I type in Jack here, and you can see it actually highlights it there, and then if I hold, and then you can see I can click on his name, and then that actually pins Jack into the message, so it'll notify Jack that I've actually messaged him. And I can be like, hey, I'm filming a new video for iOS 14, send. Now, the other really cool feature is not only can you tag someone in the group chat feature, but you can also send a message in line with that feature. So if you actually hold down here, and you can actually reply to that single person in that message. So if I wanted to message Jack individually, I can message in line with him. So I can be like, hey, I'm messaging you in line. And what that does is that sends a private message or a direct message to Jack instead of to the whole group chat. So instead of having, so in a way you have a group chat, but you can have your private messages. You can send private messages as well. So if you've got lots of people in the group chat and you don't want to send a message to everybody, you're able to actually just message them just singly that way, and then it only shows you those inline messages with that particular contact person. So it's a really cool feature, and it's really awesome how you can tag people and you can send inline messages and do group chats all within iMessage and all within your iPhone in the new iOS 14. So the next one is there's all new Memojis for you to create your own Memoji. If you never had an iPhone before, you might be familiar with what they are, but there's a few new features that you can do with creating a Memoji. So we're going to go ahead here and we're going to create my Memoji, and you can actually change the gradient of your skin tones. You can make it darker or brighter. And then we can go here, hairstyle. We can choose all of these different hairstyles that we can choose from, and of course the color as well. And it looks like you can even change the color. You can even change the gradient of the hairstyle as well. So if we just go here, we want to look for so we go for this one, and then we can, like I said, change. Although in this particular example, it doesn't really change the gradient much. Okay, and then we can do like your brows as well. So you can make them thick, thin, whatever you want. Change the color. And then we can do eye color as well. So I want to go with like a greeny. Green looks good, and you can change that as well. You can change obviously your head shape. Of course, so you got the aging, so you can actually age the. If you want to make yourself look older, you can do that, but I mean, not a huge difference there. But why would you want to do that? But you can. And then of course you can change the shape of your head as well. I'm pretty happy with how it is. And we got nose, mouth, ears, facial hair, no sideburns, and then I like to do just a bit of a. And then you can do eyewear. If you want to do glasses, you can add glasses to it as well. And then headwear. And you can even add a face mask. Going with COVID-19, you might want to add a face mask as well. So the next one I want to talk about for iOS 14 is widgets. Now widgets is actually really cool because you can go ahead and you can see any of these widgets that you want, and you're able to add those to your home screen. So for example, if I wanted to have the date, I can go ahead and select that and then drag that over and add that onto my home screen. Now of course you can do that with pretty much anything. If I wanted to have the battery life over there, which is a new feature for iOS 14, I can go ahead and drag that there. At any point you can remove any of these. If I didn't want that, I can go ahead and do that. And it just makes it super easy to attach widgets wherever you like. So I think one of these ones that are pretty cool is you could go ahead and you could grab the maps. And then drag that over and have that in your home screen. Now, I mean, it can get a little bit messy and look a little bit odd, but it's a really cool feature where you can go ahead and add different widgets that you like, customize them however you like, and you can even add them to your home screen for easy access. Even though, I mean, it's pretty simple to just go over here and have a look at different things, but it's pretty cool. You can just add your GPS straight to your home screen, and it just allows you to customize your phone and just have it that it works best for you. So if you really use maps a lot, or you just want to see the date more clearly or add things to it, you can customize that widget and then add it to your home screen. Gives it a bit of a different look. Definitely Apple is branching out in terms of the features that they allow for iOS 14, and I thought widgets was definitely something worth mentioning. Now the next one is the app library. So if you scroll over here to your app library, it has all the folders of all your apps put into a nice little folder for you. So you can see here we've got entertainment, utilities, productivity, social, creativity, reference and reading, other, and health and fitness. Now it's pretty cool because it has the main ones kind of in a big app and then the smaller features. So if we go and we click on this one, for example, then it brings up the utilities of the other apps as well, and then you can just click back there. So it's really cool how it shows you all of them in the folder as well, but of course it does let you click on the entertainment. So it's only going to bring up those smaller ones. It's not going to bring up the ones that already come up in the big picture, but it just allows you to have these app folders. And I don't know about you guys, but I spend a lot of time on my old iOS trying to do this exact thing. You go ahead and you try to folder all of your apps, and it just takes a lot of time, and for me it just was really frustrating. So it's amazing how iOS 14 does this for you, makes it really, really easy, and the app library is just a great way to keep all of your apps nicely folded and makes it just easier to find in your daily lives. You can just find them all nicely done in a folder for you. And the last feature that I want to talk about is picture in picture, and this is a really cool feature because it allows you to go ahead and be able to multitask, so you can be watching something while maybe adding a note or something like that. So let's go ahead and show you an example of this. So if we go ahead into Apple TV here, and we'll just have this one playing, for example. Here we go. So we can go ahead, we can start watching our favorite TV show, and then it brings it up in a picture form, which I think is really cool, because you might want to go ahead and be messaging someone while you're watching your favorite TV show. So I could, for example, go into my notes, and as we can see here, go continue, and then write a new note here, and we can be like, I am watching, we bring this down here, I am watching my favorite TV show. And the other really cool thing is you can actually drag it off to the side here, and it allows you to still be listening to it, but just without any picture. So it just gets it out of the way for you if it's distracting or if it's in the way of something, and then you can just carry on typing away, and then you just click on that arrow, slide it back out, and you can drag this picture-in-picture anywhere on the screen that best suits what you're doing. Of course, it's not going to let you do it over the keypad, because that just makes no sense. Right guys, so that is my 5 top features for the new iOS 14. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and it just kind of shows you what the new features are, how they all work, and these were my 5 favorite features. Definitely let me know in the comment section down below if you want to see more videos about iOS 14. We can maybe even do a review about it and let you guys know my main thoughts of iOS 14. Definitely let me know in the comment section down below. And if you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help support the channel and lets me know that you guys did enjoy this video and that you wanted to see more of it. Now today's secret keyword for the video is iOS 14. That is today's keyword, so definitely make sure you comment that down. I know you did watch the whole video. I appreciate you guys' support, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace out, guys.